Hello everyone, Benjamin Kallenberg from ConsciousZine.com here. Excuse me, just let me get a drink. And what I'm drinking is not wine. It's 10 AM and I've just gotten up before after a good sleep and a good Galaxy. This is like hibiscus tea and about 20 other teas. So whenever I carry this around university, everyone thinks that it's wine. So it's not wine. I'm just showing that because I've just got an interview coming up with a Wellbeing Radio and with Anna Marique, and it's going to be on health, and I'm just going to circulate health, bounce off health, and not use it as a subject area, but use it as a linguistic, what it is, you know, like its meaning, and not just it as a subject area, although obviously that will be crossed through. So yeah, I'm just here at the new place, and I finally got a chance to do a lot of healing and relaxing, and just got a car. So I was riding a bike for a few months, so I had a break from videos, and so now I'm uploading a lot of old $30 Bandit videos that I've completed along the last few months, behind the scenes, you know, in files. Now I'm uploading them, and I thought I'd shoot a video. While no one was here, because the guys who live up in the house, I'm living in a little cabin down here, which is really nice and cute. Best view, and you've seen it all on all the videos, on the $30 Bandit videos I've been doing recently. Such as what's her name? Sherry Coates, who donated and has the Red Tower Ginger video, and there's a few other videos. Elizabeth Greenways will have the view in there and stuff, and my Abundance Spiel at the New Abode 2014. So I just wanted to talk a bit about resonances. I can't upload longer than 15-minute videos from this YouTube account, so I'm about to go onto my other YouTube account. I was just testing to see if how this would work in this room with the lighting, my voice recording on the new computer that I've got, and so on, just testing. So I just wanted to quickly discuss resonances, because I was just in the shower and I was just thinking about it, it was cycling through me, and I could read to you what I wrote on Facebook first, but I was just gonna say the resonances were you know, intangible. So this is like reaching into higher dimensions. Now, where do I pull this from? Isn't this funny? 1 month before the eschaton, 2012, the end date of the Mayan calendar, and all that, which is really much bigger than the end of just one civilization's calendar. I researched really deep into it, and you can find all the info on that on the Genesis Singularis page in ConsciousZine.com. And yeah, so I found Terence McKenna 1 month before the end of the time wave he himself was describing. So coincidental? I mean, what are the chances in, you know, 16 odd billion years, 1 month before the end of the time wave I run into him? So it's important to note it's a calibration too, which we can talk about in another video, how he calibrated the time wave to 2012, and that's when history lined up, so to speak, when all the events could be traced on a graph from history. which he said was an energy structure. You know, the time wave is essentially an energy structure drawn out of matter, is what Terence McKenna said. And it's true. It's obvious when you can track stuff like that, that's what it is. It's a good way to describe what it is. And yeah, so I was just thinking about how they adumbrate. It's like a wave, and I guess Putton might be part of the reason why he called them the time wave, or the time waves, or the time wave, because he did say time works on many densities and levels, so you should have time waves with the brackets around the S, so it should be time waves with the silent S bracket. But the software he used was like essentially one energy structure that kept repeating, and he found, you know, those symbols out of the I Ching, and he drew it into graphs and into software, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. I am a software developer a bit myself. I'm learning it at university. I'm almost graduated, but yeah, I'm guessing he was much better than me at all that sort of stuff. I've only just begun. Because I started a business degree, but then I realized, you know, technology is coming more and more, not less and less, and so I decided to study IT to be in alignment with the future, I guess. And plus, when I go into an exam, there's like 2 people in my row for my exam, say IMAD 1, which I sat the other day, Interactive Multimedia Applications Development 1, and yeah, in marketing there might be 2 rows of people, so you can see there's going to be need for me at some point, because there's less people in the industry. Like, so you're more what's the word? Slipping my mind, but you know, I'll be sought because the positions will need filling. So yeah, on the time waves, it's very interesting. So history ended in green, which Terence has like a whole weekend workshop, which is recorded into a YouTube lecture about. So that's hours and hours long. Then he has techno-pagans at the end of history, or no, techno-pagans something. But it's techno-pagans, him and Mark Pesquet, I think. And that's 10 hours long, that's another workshop. And I found all these videos of Terence and watched them all straight in a row while I was living at maximum novelty, living inside uni, like on chairs and stuff, so that was pretty maximum novelty. And it couldn't get much more maximum novelty. I mean, I should make a video on it one day explaining my experience as an autobiography, and I think I will, on what was going on there at the end when I created the $30 Bandit series, the food plant teaching series, and yeah. So it was pretty intense times. And that's what it was. 2012 was like an intensity. I remember Terence done this once, and I went, yep, that's the perfect action. Like, it's like and then there's the concrescence of cycles getting smaller and smaller and compressing into each other, and then there's that picture that's like this, like a big circle with little circles on the Genesis Singularis page, and my time consummation summation note in bensnotes.weebly.com, and it's a round drawing of time, and you can think of the compressing of the epochs or creodes in this sense too, and impinging, and I have a note called the impinging forward-backward asymptote model. So you need to figure out asymptote, but I always think of it like this, and like a pyramid. Pyramid is an asymptote sort of thing, and even they had the gold up the top to show a maximum novelty inclination. I just realized that. You know, not just the shape, but the nature of the pyramid. They have the gold capstone, so that's a more complex stone than the other stones. It's a layer of complexity more. What's the gold doing? Something special, you know? Something next level, yeah. So, that's interesting. capstone. Is like indeed it is like going a concrescence. These epochs, time itself, which just ended on 2012, all that was compressed like this into a little point, and you pass through the naked singularity, and now we're in the maximum novelty domain. Now that's just in frame of reference to the previous domain, because we don't yet know the next domain. So it's a frame of reference. It's always important to have a frame of reference. I remember learning that from Dewey B. Larson, who was talking on scalar waves, the little, I don't know, waves of concrescence into being into a point particle. Science called them scalar waves, and I remember seeing scalar waves on that documentary 2006, Down the Rabbit Hole, What the Bleep. And so you can think that's how resonances work too. It's like a build-up of energy. That's what time is. A point, an event, is like a build-up of light into a point of light or an event. Now these time waves are higher dimensional, and they atom break through reality. And yeah, it's pretty gnarly. And but it seems to be happening. It seems to be something that's happening. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about them. And I have a saying which is like, many people are stuck to resonances. Many people are stuck to resonances like flies are to flypaper. Or many resonances run through like many people. So if you're universal atrophy, not the universal vector, say like the indigo, starseed indigos, or the university's vector, not like just entropy. The idea is a souled human has potential to become integrated, but integration might not take place that life or whatever. And all is recorded as it is voided, and you're unique, remember, and you're an event too. Your being, your many resonances make you up, so you're like a compressed event. And that's not really, it's obviously got something to do with the body, because that's where you like land and or compress. And so I just wanted to talk about the resonance and how they're working through all of you. And let's go to what I wrote now and make a bit more sense. I wrote just this morning before this lecture. It just sort of came to me in the shower. Free will is an absolute delusion of the ego. Think about it. You're trapped within infinite cycles. Infinite cycles. The moon around Earth affecting your mood, the Earth around the sun affecting your personality, the Milky Way around the central sun of the universe, etc. You, little clay man, are guided and walked through the universe, and the light of the stars shine through me. Rumi, he knew. These are not your thoughts, these are the thoughts of the Gaian matrix as these waves impinge and mesh. Terence McKenna, 1995, explaining the time waves. So you couldn't even figure this out when your light body precedes your brain in cognition. You couldn't even figure this out when you are straight, not on any substances such as plant hallucinogens made from the same larger body as you were Earth. So then who the fuck are you to tell me what to do, since you're delusional? Your judgment is unreliable, therefore I don't have to listen to your comments on cannabis, which is symbiotic to the human endocannabinoid system within our human anthropoid bodies. Free will is a delusion. And that was what I posted this morning. Intense. And synchronistically, or just perfectly in time, the video length has run out. I've pretty much explained what I wanted to. I'm going to go get outside, and thanks for listening, but I just wanted to explain that, and I hope that helps some people. I would talk on radio about how it's healthy to realize this stuff.